A statue of a young woman watches the port's cold waters, waiting for her fishermen to return. Murmansk is the largest city inside the Arctic Circle. Its ice-free harbour helps support a large fishing industry with an international history. But an icy grip of sorts has enveloped this trade, a political one. Since these pictures were filmed 2 years ago, the Murmansk fish factory has stopped operating. Buying fish from Norway is now banned as part of Russia's embargo on Western fresh food and dairy. That's pretty much all this place did, so it was particularly vulnerable. Not all processing plants were so exposed, but supply lines have been severely disrupted, and the effect is being felt in shops and markets.
Fish gets more expensive every day. It's just gone up about 20% in price.
And rising prices mean people buy less.
The suppliers just called, but we reject nearly all the fish now because there is no one to buy it.
Two of Russia's most popular fish types, herring and salmon, were imported in huge quantities from Norwegian waters. Customers complain that what they find in the shops these days is more expensive and the quality is worse. Of course, the situation has presented opportunities for some. 8 years ago, Vladimir Minin's restaurant started farming trout, a decision now paying off as people replace salmon with cheaper fish.
There is always an alternative. A time of crisis is also a time of new possibilities. If before we were trying to figure out if our own trout breeding will be profitable, now we see that it works very well.
That's a small silver lining, though, and the fish industry's representatives are worried that lasting damage could be done.
We Russian fishermen have good relations with Norway. These photos of our meetings prove the sea doesn't change, that we should work together. If we quarrel and they start catching grown cod in their waters, and we catch small growing fish in ours, we'll lose a common resource. We wish that there are no sanctions from either side.
Russia's government hopes that farmed Russian salmon will one day replace much of what was previously imported. That's years off, though, and herring's a bigger problem. There's no easy way to replace that. So the sad lady of Murmansk isn't the only one here waiting. This is a port city with deep international relations that's currently being buffeted by the cold winds of geopolitics, and it just wants things to get back to normal. Rory Challens, Al Jazeera, Murmansk.